Yo, what up, everyone? It's your boy Loser Lou, sitting here today in the back of my crib. It's 10/20 Thursday, November 4th. Nice little chilly night, you know. A little under the weather because the cold weather got the best of me. Not in too much tequila lately. Sitting here with some of my homies. Got my boy Burn.
What's up?
Your social media contact, brother.
Burn, you can find me on Instagram at humbledsoul_210.
Shoot, what cruise are you in?
TWSK, APK, DCB, LL.
Oh, damn, that's what's up. That's what's up. My boy Gemini Vato right here.
What's up? It's Chris, Gemini Vato. You can find me on Instagram at Gemini Vato. Just here repping for the homie Lou.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate that. And, of course, my boy Blues right here.
What's up? What's up? It's Painted Blues, man. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all could Google my name. It's a little bicycle on Instagram. I'm Batman. Y'all know the chain, all that cool shit, all of the extras, whatever.
If I call him Cello, though, just know that's Blues.
She take it back. I got so many aliases, man.
One of the most photogenic people I know.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we have my homegirl Angie sitting here, the certified wig splitter. But yeah. What are we listening to right here? What's this about right here?
This is Late Bloomer. This is my most recent single. I dropped this. When did I drop this? Last Friday. Then the video came out. What's today? Thursday. The video came out yesterday. So yeah.
Bro, this track's fire. It speaks to me, man. Like I DM'd you as soon as I heard it. Like I was sitting there at the gym and I heard it like 4 or 5 times in a row, man. It's I fuck with.
That's where all the streams came from. That's what's up.
you're getting my $1.50, bro.
Yeah, they don't pay us that much. It's not $1.50. They pay us the crypto prices. They give us that little decimal.
Hey, but enough times, you know.
It'll add up. Hey, just like the crypto, man. It just keep pumping. We going to the moon. So
and just hold right, hold that Shiba.
That's it.
Well, I guess let's get into it, man. Where you from, Chris?
I'm born and raised in San Antonio, dog.
What part of town? West Side?
West Side.
Hey, so what's that on your hat right there? What's that about?
Just a little fool named Chale Tamale, you know.
Yeah, Chale's my homeboy. Him and Crispy Dog.
Yeah, they're fucking nastios, bro.
So, my friend here, he gifted me this doll a couple months ago. A homie's doll. I'm gonna bust it out. It looks exactly like me, bro.
I seen it at Lighthouse. He gave it to a Lighthouse that day. I was there with
Oh, that's right. That's right. Small world, man. That's funny. That's funny how it all comes together. What about you, Burn? Where you from?
Oh, shit. This neighborhood, man. I'm from Culebra Park, right down the street.
Hey, don't be scared to get a little bit closer to the mic.
West Side.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you Blues, what side of town you from?
Man, I'm from the east side, bro.
All right.
That's that. I'm from Delcrest over there, Rigsby, southeast side. But I mean, really, also, I've been all over San Antonio too. So like, I've lived on the west side off of Commerce. I know some 237. I know some. I just came from Marbach before I moved to Stone Oak. Now is where I'm at, but I'm finna leave over there too. I don't know where I'm finna be. So like, I'm a hood rat. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. What side of town you from, Angie?
Kind of Marbach area too.
Oh, you're a Marbachian?
Scary over there.
I know. Did y'all see that footage of that shootout?
That one at John Jay?
Yeah, did you see that?
No, it's crazy because I was like, man, these kids suck nowadays because I think they caught the shooter and then stomped him out. Like, how do you I don't know if he ran out of ammo or something like that, but afterwards, like, I think they stomped that kid out, and I was like, I can't say for sure though. Yeah. Don't quote me on that.
It was like some real GTA shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was quiet too. It was
yeah,
all you heard was gunshots. Nobody was yelling.
Yeah,
my homie got his hair cut that same day, and he saw bullet holes like across the street at that barbershop. He saw the bullet holes, and he was like, "Yeah, it hit right there and right there."
So, where'd you get the idea for Chale?
Shit.
I mean, now that I really look at it, he kind of resembles you, man.
Yeah, you said that before, but I think he looked like you. I just got the idea because I was just working on a food series, like little homies that look like food characters, and basically it's all San Antonio foods. Like the first one was the Crispy Dog.
Oh, he came before Chale?
Yeah, he was the first one, Mr. Crispy Dog. And then I was like, he needs a little homie or something, right? And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a little Tamale, like a little gangster ass tamale. And he was a hit, bro. He took the spotlight from Mr. Crispy Dog.
He's like 90s style over there, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, Livola just called me.
Oh yeah, how's he doing, man? Is he doing well?
You want to find out? Should I call him back?
Yeah, hit him up. See what Live's about, man. Did you see the painting I got? He painted. He gave me a painting after I did a photo shoot with him a couple months ago,
shit.
man.
All right, let's see if he answered.
Yeah,
I just missed it.
So what? How long you been doing graffiti, Burn?
Long time. I mean, probably early 90s. I didn't really, it was more of a gang graffiti, but I was always writing on shit since I was young. Started noticing, I guess, like tagging crews in San Antonio around 95, 96.
In what, the Clever Park area?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's where.
So what was the first crew you were in?
Crew or
And
like
wait,
actual
wait.
like.
Did you always write
affiliation?
Burn or did you write something else?
No. I started with a bunch of the common names you can think of: Risk, Jinx, like, you know.
Reps?
Nah, not that one. But
I've heard that one a lot.
yeah, I started with that one. With those, yeah, in the beginning it was more like it was like gang stuff, and then like I said, I kind of branched off, and when I started seeing graffiti, it was really like when MSE was coming out, DMK. So that was like what changed for me because it was different. There was quotes, there was underlines and shit like that. Yeah. So like I guess around 95, 96 is when like I got into like graffiti. But pretty much TWS was the first crew that I started.
Did you start that? Who started that crew? That crew's been around forever, man.
Yeah, it was me. It was me.
So that's your crew.
Yeah. It was.
Okay.
I started it with my homeboy Meaner and Dooms.
Yeah, that's
I still talk to Dooms. I still talk to them both to this day. I mean, of course they don't do graffiti. They and other things. But, they were. They're still around though. One's pretty much my brother-in-law.
Oh, bet. Okay.
With my sister and stuff. But yeah, it was just that's pretty much how it started. Like I said, and it was really just TWS. And I remember, I think maybe like in '98, I got a graffiti magazine, and I seen a TWS from New York, and then I was like, damn, you know, there's already one like that. So it was like a decision, like change it or just throw a K on the end. So we kind of threw a K on the end just to change it up, you know. Be different from what I had already seen, but back then it was. I mean, it wasn't. You really couldn't tell who was who, or if there was already that kind of crew. Cause
This was pre-internet.
Yeah, pre-internet.
Hey, do you remember what that first mag was you got?
The first mag? Oh shit, I don't. I remember there was one of the first thing I had was there was a book about Germany, and it was about the Berlin Wall when it was being knocked down, and I remember it was at school, but I took it from the school because it had the Berlin Wall full of graffiti, and I would just like check that shit out. But I can't remember the actual mag where I saw Dare and all them, and they had started the TWS over there.
Dope.
But yeah, it's went a lot further than I ever thought.
So, what other crews do you rep besides TWSK?
APK, that's basically like the train crew.
They're like a freight crew, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I got in that after I got out of prison. I kind of started hanging around with Ander, and I actually got a job right between two train yards. So every day there was trains passing by. So I mean, I started taking pictures, and then like I had already painted trains back in the day, but it wasn't nothing serious. Like it was just, oh shit, there's a train right there. Like let's go paint it. You know what I mean? I didn't know if it was a boxcar or auto rack or a hopper, whatever it was. Yeah, whatever. But so when I got this job in 2011, like is when I was like, fuck, I want to do that. You know what I mean? That looks chill. So I met up with Ander, and he pretty much showed me the ropes, and it was game over from there. And got an APK, and it's a really really small crew, but. I mean, we got people all over. I mean, it's Paso, Merc from Canada.
Mocha still reps those letters, right?
He doesn't paint as much, but he's still there.
The Cacti King.
Yeah, we got Soplo from Mexico. Rema, he's out in El Paso. But it's pretty much pretty spread out crew.
Yeah, no, you too, bro.
And of course DCB with all the bozos. Low Lash is just something fairly new. You know, it started with me.
Hey, I love what y'all are doing in the West right there. Like right by County, you guys changed it up. Like there was a few businesses there that were just kind of like drab looking.
Oh yeah,
and y'all fucking killed it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the permission walls and stuff?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like y'all changed how it looked. It looks great now, man.
Yeah.
Like that Yosemite Sam one y'all did was dope.
Yeah. They got. I mean, new things like that. They come with a lot of stamina. Like in the beginning, you know, like it's something new. everybody is hyped about it, and you know, like I'm not saying it's gonna burn out or nothing like that, but it's that new, like, they're putting it out there. You know what I mean? Like they got something to prove. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how you.
Well, I mean, everyone in that crew is like a solid artist.
Yeah, but yeah, and it's put together randomly. It's not like other crews, you know, like TWS, like it's people that I grew up with. You know what I mean?
Oh,
or
yeah, okay.
People I know, but yeah, it is definitely pulled from each side. You know what I mean? Different people from different crews or people that didn't even rep a crew. You know?
Hey, shout out Ape.
Yeah,
shout out Primate Partner.
That's been my boy forever, man. I've known that dude since we were wearing Tommy jackets and with our blonde hair. Yeah, man. I met him in '98.
Y'all were going to Kabooms together or what?
Nah, we're probably Imperial Ballroom, Callahan Ballroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ballroom. I know. I was like, what is that shit? I was like, Kabooms. I was like,
that's like, that was like the teenage like spot for me back in the day. Like,
sheesh.
Yeah.
Because even Callahan Ballroom, I think I was like 14 the first time I went there. Like, shit.
Yeah. That place has been around.
So what, you got any interesting stories?
I know you do. I know you do. We was just talking about one. I gotta hear that.
Wait, hold up. You're back. Where'd you go?
I was talking to Livola. My fault, man. You don't get to tap in. Rap legend, man. That shit is so crazy to me, bro. Because I grew up listening to him. Like when he was put up and like all of that. Like he was like the main reason I even started this shit, like at all. So when he got out and was like fucking with me, I was like, I was like, I made it. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, that's cool. Live's a cool guy, man.
No, yeah, and that's the craziest shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, we went to go see him in Houston at one time, but we always just like talk like on some regular, like just random shit, just about like just life or like whatever the hell going on. So I posted a picture right now of the podcast, and he hit me. He was like, bro. We like he was like I gotta fuck with y'all. He's like we just tapped in, and so like
he's done to be on it.
That's what I'm saying. He was like shit, yeah. That's why I was like this is cool because he was like we gotta get like another record in because we got one, and he was like nah. He was like hold that. He was like we gotta get another one. I was like well shit. I was like let's fucking do it. So
okay.
So yeah, he talking about all of that. He was like, we'll sit and like orchestrate something. I was like, yeah, bro, we'll do that. We'll come back on the podcast. We'll drop the shit. I was like, all of that. So that's where I went.
I think I've met you before at Bottom Bracket or something. Did you go to Bottom Bracket?
Yeah. Sometimes I was like, shit.
I met you somewhere for sure. I can't remember.
R.I.P. Tito.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, my boy Tito.
But yeah, back. Let me hear some of these crazy stories. I know if you've been painting for that long, I know you got some crazy stories.
Man, there's
especially hanging out with the bozos downtown.
Too many. Oh yeah, those are a whole different stories. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's God. I mean, luckily, I haven't really been busted too much. I've had maybe like 3 charges for graffiti.
Oh, that's hard.
My whole life for 26 years. That's not too bad. You know what I mean? And the fucked up part about it is it's the littlest things the biggest things I've done, I've never gotten caught for. It's always a little line on a pole or a fucking bullshit tag that you get caught for.
Always.
It's never something that, you know.
That was my first charge, bro.
Yeah.
That was my first charge. It was I think it was a crank mop. And it wasn't even me that caught the tag. I was so pissed. I lent it to bro. And then the police followed us into the McDonald's downtown. And then he just gave me my mop back. And I was like, what? So they saw him give me the mop back, and they was like, yeah, he got it. And so I left the McDonald's, and they chased me down that little street right there. I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
So I remember, this one's actually an old one, though. But it must have been like 99 or 2000. But this is a guy, his name's Jerk. He don't really tag no more. One time we walked from... Actually,
hey, my bad. On another note, R.I.P. Jerk.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, this one's an older dude. He don't really graph for nothing no more.
My bad for interrupting you.
No, you're good. But so we walked from Callahan and Culebra to a party actually somewhere right here.
Oh yeah,
and
that's a good little walk.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about the '90s, you know.
Yeah.
Probably the lineup probably wasn't around or whatever. Or actually, I think we caught the bus this way and we were walking back. But I remember I brought a cam with me and we were right there on Culebra and Alicia.
What, like past Benros?
Yeah, right where it turns. Like it's weird.
Like by Barrio?
It winds off. Yeah, Bautista or whatever. What is it called? Yeah, right there. So, yeah. So we were walking, and I remember I was catching tags, and I remember I was riding on this. It's a tire shop right now. And I remember I caught a tag, and I just see a cop go. Erp. I was like, oh fuck! So I fucking threw the can into a bush, and I remember the cop turned around, and he calls ass. He pulls up, and I'm like, I put my hands up because I was like, he's gonna fucking tackle my ass. He runs right past me and tackles. Well, let me go back real quick.
Rewind.
So back then. Everybody was preppy. I was probably in a Tommy, probably shirt tucked in. My homeboy was like fucking wild hair, dyed Superman shirt, long sleeve, like 3 shirts. Like he looked b-boy, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the cop rolls up. I have my hands up because I thought he's like, so he wouldn't tackle me. He goes right past me, fucking gets my homeboy and slams him. Boom. I was like, oh shit. He fucking. So I don't know how he mistaked me tagging for him. But he's like, where's the can? Where's the can? So he's roughing up my homeboy, and I'm like, oh shit, like what do I do? Do I tell him myself like, hey bro, like it was me, like you know what I mean? So like, I mean, my homeboy's over there getting it, you know. I think he threw him in the back of the car, and he's over there looking for the can, and he doesn't find it, and I'm like, I don't know where it went, you know what I mean? So I mean, he's there, you know, talking shit, whatever. He rubs the wall, I guess the paint got on his finger, so he knew it was wet. He never found the can, so he leaves. He lets us go. We take off walking, go back, and I'm like, dude, I couldn't, you know what I mean, figure out what happened. Well, the motherfucking can got stuck in the middle of the bush. Oh, never fell down. So he didn't look in the bush. He was looking on the ground. So luckily the can got stuck in the bush. He fucking didn't do shit. Shout out the bush.
Yeah,
for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I felt bad for my homeboy. He roughed him up pretty bad. I was like, damn, because I was like, whatever, man. He wasn't really tripping about it, but yeah, that was one of those. That was an early on story, you know. I remember one time too. This was on Callahan and Ingram.
Man, you be getting it in on Callahan.
Yeah, that was my little stomping ground, man. Yeah, everybody remembers me from Culebra or Callahan. Like those were like my first ones. And so I branched. So I ended up getting like got into some shit with some little gangbangers there in the neighborhood early '90s. So that's what actually made me branch out, was because I couldn't tag in that neighborhood without them crossing me out. Like these fools, like I mean, they were coming at me. They fucked up my mom's house a couple times. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like so I had a car, so boom, I just started going to all city. You know what I mean? Like different town where I couldn't get capped, because and anything I would do over there, like by the next day they were crossing it out. You know what I mean? So I just that's what made me like venture out and like do different things, and it was game over from there. About '99, I just when I like had my first car, so I fucking pretty much went all city.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that,
with the help of Xanax, you know, like boy, I was those things are the opposite. Like
bars?
Yeah, well back then they were footballs, you know, but
I mean,
people fall asleep. Those things kept me up all night. I mean, there was times where I would just you know, stay up till the sun came up just to go take the pictures of what I did the night before. I was getting about like 4 or 5 a night. You know what I mean? Like just random things.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like I said, it was fucking. It was pretty crazy back then.
Man, the '90s were just crazy in the West Side.
Yeah, the '90s were pretty rowdy. Yeah,
not even.
How old are you, bro?
Bro, I am 27.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I caught like the tail end.
You were like, or you probably the same age as us, right?
I'm 40. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No way. Nah, bro. I
thought you were younger.
The tail end of that era.
I look younger.
He's got that baby face.
Everybody thinks I'm young, but yeah, I'm up there. That's what's up. I roll out of bed. I don't get out.
Damn.
So what about you, Chris? You got any interesting stories?
Nah, bro. I'll just fucking mind my own business.
I know you do. One thing I wanted to bring up was, what's this virtual pulga y'all are doing?
So virtual pulga, be on the lookout for that. That's at virtual pulga. It's basically me and my wife. We like going thrifting, bro. So we like finding.
Hey, y'all find some cool stuff.
We like finding some dope shit, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna create a little store, bring back like the old school pulga days, like the one on Fredericksburg. I don't know if y'all been to that one back in the day. The one that it was on the Northwest Plaza. It's the trails now on Fredericksburg.
Oh yeah.
Remember that shit back in the day?
Kind of open, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. So me and my wife basically had this idea. You know what? We're gonna go thrifting and just sell shit online. Like, bring back that vibe. You know. Yeah. And like, we're not gonna charge an arm and a leg. We're just gonna find some good stuff and sell it for like a reasonable price. So just be on the lookout for that, because we found some dope shit already. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to sell it, but she's like, nah, we gotta make our money to buy some more shit. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what virtual pulga is. So be on the lookout for that for sure.
So what, are you gonna make any more dolls?
So yeah, I'm actually working on another plush. It's gonna be Jaime the Jalapeno. I think you saw the
I saw the mock-up.
The little mock-up. So we're working some little kinks out with him. We're trying to figure out his boots and shit. But once we get it locked in, it's gonna look dope, bro.
Can we talk about the hats you designed for the homie George?
Oh yeah.
Dude, those Spurs hats are sick.
Yeah, George, that's all his ideas, bro. I just helped him execute them, and they look fucking sick. I don't know if you saw the ones he's coming out with.
With the yellow rim, yellow underbottom.
Yeah. I told him, like, hey, bro, like, we're killing it with that shit because he has some good ideas and he just needed me to execute the designs, and that's what I did. And I'm thinking they're looking pretty dope, bro, like, for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They look official.
They do.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You're gonna do like a little series of people, like little homies. So
Yeah, like little homies.
That's cool though.
But as food characters, you know, like mesh them.
I like the Halloween stuff you did too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the spooky characters.
Yeah, I do. That's another series I'm working on called the Gangsta Ghouls.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, that I'm trying to take as. Yeah, there you go. The soundtrack. But yeah, Gangsta Ghouls. Like I started that, but 2020, like as a little, it was just a little zine I made, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it farther because there's so much monsters out there. Like you can mash up with like little homie characters. That's basically what they are, Gangsta Ghouls. And I was working on series 2, but I didn't really get to finish that one, so I think I'm gonna leave that to be continued for next year for sure. So I'll have something to work on for next Halloween.
Bro, you just mash those logos out, huh? You mash your designs out. Like, you get them out pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Like, if I have an idea, I'm, like, impatient, bro. Like, I have to draw it out. Like, I like quick results, so I'm basically my own one design team. Like, I have the ideas, and I just bust out the iPad and just sketch them out.
Like, I was cracking up with the one you made, the one you made for me yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the Tapatio one.
Good.
Bro, that's so funny.
Yeah, because like I was gonna do that for his birthday, but I was lagging on it because I was working on a couple of commissions. I was like, you know what, I need to bust it out before I go on there, and I did it yesterday. And it came out pretty dope. It looks like you.
It does.
Yeah,
it really does.
I was like, Dad, that's why I was laughing to my wife Xenia. I was like, Dad, this shit looks like him. She was like, what is it? She started laughing too. She goes, oh shit, he's gonna love that shit.
Yeah, I was out drinking, and when I saw that, like, I break my phones a lot. All right, I break my phone at least 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like,
Wait, what are you doing that they break so much?
last time I broke it, I was washing my car or trying to wash my car, and I threw the Windex in the seat. The neck broke. So it all like just kind of like got in the seat, and I didn't know. And you know, I picked the song, I'm getting ready to drive, and I threw my phone in the seat, and just got soaked.
Yeah.
The time before that, some people took one of my phones. I don't want to get into that. So this is my 3rd phone this year.
Jeez.
I know, right? iPhone's making a killing off me.
They're eating right now too. They up the price on that shit, man.
Dude, everything's going up in price.
Everything, like, ugh.
Like hats where I work, like went up $5.
Dude, I heard about that shit.
And the embroidery went up
and
too.
T-shirts. Like if you're trying to make T-shirts, they went up like $1 or some shit.
Yeah, they did. I was just trying to put in a merch order today, and they were just like, "Hey, bro, the prices." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Gas is going up.
Dude, even like steel, bro, like older cars, it's nuts.
Fucking Joe Biden.
You know,
I just want my Shiba to go up.
That's it, right? Like, just let my little crypto run up a little bit, man.
Wanted to hit 10 cents.
But also, okay, I know we started this off the record though. I did not forget, Burner. I gotta know, like, I gotta know about that piece. I gotta know about that piece because we didn't get to finish that story. Because like I'm telling you, bro, like. So I went to Homes. Like I used to walk that little access road because I lived right at those apartments there. So I saw that piece like every day.
Yeah.
Like literally, it was that one, and I think right next to it was a big ass RTD burner. So it was like that one, and then like your shit, and I was like, bro, and like this is when I think I was like still 14, so I was still like just kind of like trying to get my shit up because I never really like. I never went crazy into. I never did like fills. You know what I mean? I never did fills. I always was just like I was like tags and throwies. But like when I did my shit, I was like that's what I do. But like when I would see y'all shit, I would be like what the fuck? Like you like the story behind it was always like the most interesting part because every time you go out to paint, it's never like a regular night. You're always in like a different kind of vibe. You know, it's always like its own kind of world almost. And so like when I would see those, I'd just be like, damn, like. What are who are those people?
I think at those. So now that I'm older, I paint a lot of stuff early. Like almost everything that I do now is pretty much before 11 o'clock p.m. You know what I mean? But I remember, I think at that time I was getting burned. I was going back and forth on that crate, and I remember somebody came and went over me. So I remember I was like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna get it back tonight. So I had a bunch of cans. I remember I took about 2 crates, and I remember after the club we were leaving Antro. I was with my little homeboy Prime, and I was like, hey, you gonna watch my back? You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna fucking burn this person that burned me. And he was like, yeah, I got you, whatever. So we walk up there. I get 2 crates. I burned that crate from top to bottom. And I remember I'm painting.
Huge.
Yeah, I remember I'm painting, and I turn around, and that motherfucker, I was like, what the fuck? He's like asleep on the fucking log. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Get up. You know what I mean? I kicked him like, fool, watch my back, dog. You know what I mean? And he was just like, it was funny though, because I remember I was like dressed in full like attire. Like I had dressy shoes on, button up shirt, like, you know, long sleeve. Like I was like just leaving the club. You know what I mean? But like back then, like I was jumping fences and painting with clothes like that. But like it didn't really matter. Like. But yeah, it was about 2 a.m, and I remember I was like, man, I gotta
get. You didn't care you'd fuck up the polo boots?
Nah, I didn't care, man.
He'll get some more.
So back then,
yeah.
so in that era, that was from 06 to 09, the very 09. Like, so I got into selling drugs, and I was like on top of my shit at that time. You know, as fast as you come up is as fast as you go down. So. It only lasted.
Ain't that the truth?
It only lasted those 2 years. You know what I mean?
Save little coins, little hustlers.
Yeah,
save them.
I'm pretty sure. I probably had $2,000 worth of jewelry painting that shit too. Like on at that time. Yeah, I went. I didn't give a shit.
Catching the feel, he had 2 bands worth of jewelry.
Sure.
This story is so much better than I ever thought.
I probably had another like 4,000 in my pocket. You know what I mean? That's how
he was racked up catching them. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's just how it was. Like, you know what I mean? I remember too another. So that you know, and luckily, so that I burned those people back, and you know, they ended up hitting me up like, hey, Burn, we went over you, but like we didn't really, like, it wasn't supposed to be a diss. I said, well, I just got it back, like. You can leave it like that, you know what I mean? And so they left it. It stayed. I never had to go back.
Yeah, it stayed. Bro, it stayed for like 2 years, at least like 2-3 years. Like damn near my high school career, bro.
That thing was pretty huge.
It was huge. No, because one day I walked up to it because I was walking home, and I remember I think I got into a fight at school that day or some shit, and I was just pissed. Yeah. So I was like, bitch, I got time today. So I like walked up to it in person, and I was like, this shit. I looked up and was like, damn. I was like, how the fuck? I was like, okay, he brought crates. I was like. Yeah. What? I was like, nah, like
what, like milk crates?
Yeah, I think I had 2. I stood on both.
No, because it was huge, bro. Yeah. Like I'm not very tall, right? But like still, like it was like I tried to like reach my hand up to the top, and I was like, nah, like there's for sure like 4 or 5 more inches. Like there's no.
Yeah, I think
way.
So too. Yeah, I had to make
it. Was like
those were really good, a really good crew. So I had to make sure like to. Try to go bigger, you know what I mean? Because I was like, I can't come with some bullshit.
Yeah, man. Isn't the saying "go big or go home" in graffiti?
Yeah.
Especially when doing trains, right?
I made sure to completely cover it.
Yeah, and when you're burning somebody, you gotta.
Yeah. I made sure that that thing was completely gone. That might have been the time when the Walmart chromes were still around. So that was the infamous paint for beef. I mean, for $1 can, you know what I mean? You can burn people all night long. But yeah, so that it might have been some dollar chrome.
How long did it take you to do it?
Shoot, I don't even remember, man.
You're just like, fuck
yeah, I'm a fast painter. Have you ever painted with me? I have people, even people like Easer the other day was telling me like, damn, bro, like I freaked out that one time I painted with you, like fucking did a big ass piece like in an hour. You know what I mean? Like a whole burner on a train. So if you ever painted with me, I'm fast, bro. Like I'm in and out. I don't like to stick around. And you know, there's some people I paint with and they're like chilling. You know what I mean? They're like chilling, like nah, get in and get out. Like we can chill. In the car, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get in and get out. So yeah, I'm a pretty quick painter.
Like, probably on physical 410.
Maybe, yeah.
What is that?
It's an old. You know those who's never showed me love. Now shout out to my boy Code and them. That was Code and his brother Reek and all them. But nah, they're cool. But yeah, I don't think I had anything. There was an old graffiti site called 5150 Bombers, aka Guerrilla Graphics. That I just found out who actually ran it. It was actually a girl and her husband that's still around to this day, and never knew. I just was randomly talking to her one time, and she says, "Yeah, I used to see your stuff back in the day." So she had it in the '90s and early 2000s when the websites were first coming up, and she had San Antonio graffiti on lock.
Yeah, to answer your question, it was just a website.
Yeah,
early website showing off San Antonio.
Of San Antonio shit. Yeah. What? And I never heard of this.
It's probably before. One, yeah, it was old. I think by the early.
But it was down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was done.
Damn, that would have been tight. Ah, man, because that's all I was about back then. It's crazy because somebody asked me this on Twitter where I got my name from, and it was one of my early tag names, my rap name, and they were just like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And because it's Painted Blues now, right? But that's where I got the Painted from, because one of my early names was Blues. He called me Cello earlier because when I was KH, that's what I was writing. Yeah. That's the one I got like most of my notoriety on. But like it was a short stint because like probation and like I started dealing drugs and then just. Like you don't see a lot of black people do graffiti either, so it was just like I was like one of the niggas. So I kind of slowed down on it, but it was just like that was like such a big part of my whole like shit. It was just like nah, like I was like driven. I was like I'm gonna do graffiti till I die, mama. Yeah. And then that didn't happen, but you know, music actually worked out better for me. So.
So speaking of music, you working on anything? Like you just dropping that single? You're just gonna leave us hanging?
Oh, you know what? This would be such a great time because you're the homie. I have not told anybody this. I told Gang this, like my homie that just called me Mizzo. I told him this like on my birthday because like they're like close to me in my heart, and that's kind of the theme of my next stuff. That's probably why the song that you're like Late Bloomer is probably why you resonate with it so much is because I was trying to explain kind of the concept of my next like album, I guess. And, like, I like to be extra. I like to be a little dramatic.
You like to be extra?
Yeah. For sure. So, the next kind of, like, theme I'm going for is just very, like, open and very vulnerable and kind of showing people my heart. So, I'll say this. I'll debut this. I haven't told anybody this, like, in a public forum, right?
So what you got?
My next project, I'm tentatively, right? If my idea changes, but I don't think it is. I kind of locked in with it since at least March, right? Back in my birthday. It's called My Eternal White Rose. It's like the name of my next like EP album thing, right? But because white rose is like the symbol of like eternal like love. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
some Selena shit?
Kinda. Yeah, no, for real, because to me, it was like I had so much going on in my heart and like my emotional state, right? That it was like I wanted to burn away everything so that you know the hottest flame is the white flame, right? White hot. So that's where the white came from. But then I looked up the white rose and it was like I wanted to burn all the aspects of like all the darkness from my heart of like just going through the fire and going through the trial. So like that's kind of where these records are coming from. So like that's what I'm working on right now, and I'll say it on the podcast on Sico because you know you the homie.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's called My Eternal White Rose, and ideally it comes out New Year's Eve. Ideally, I think right now that's what we have it mapped out on. But like Livola called me and just said he wants to rework on a new song, so like I was gonna put one of the other songs we had on there, so like it may get pushed back now. Like all of this is like still in motion, but like that's kind of the concept right now. It's just very like openness, like everything that kind of makes the contents of my heart is what I'm working on and what I want to be able to share with people.
Awesome, man. So what is it actually gonna be like a more than a single project that you put out on iTunes or something?
Nah, it'll probably be. I mean,
everything you got up there's just a single.
Yeah, I took down a lot of stuff, man. Like I took down a lot of the old stuff because it just like I was crying on a lot of my shit, bro. Like I was crying. Like I was using my music to work through emotional stuff, and that's good to an extent, right? Where like, you know, but then I realized I was using it as like a therapist and like too much almost to where I was like,
this is my therapy right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like like you have other outlets for other times and other emotions, right? So I realized like certain songs were just so much of me, like, I'm like not even too personal. I was like lashing out at certain situations and like I wasn't even processing things. I was like, I put it on a song, so I'm done with it. That wasn't the case.
It's a good thing that you got that. You know what I mean? Like that shows like, you know, you're growing too as an artist. You know that you can see stuff like that. You know what? Nah, like, you know, it's good and I like it, but you know that's not what I'm going for.
And like,
you know what I mean?
Like I feel bad because a lot of people like really like the stuff, but like for me personally, it was just like like this isn't my talent. This isn't the stuff I want to share with y'all. This was just stuff I was going through. So like I don't want to share that with y'all. I want to share y'all like the skill set. You know what I mean? Like I want to like be able to be like, hey, like this is the truth about my life, but also like this is the talent. Like this is the package. You know?
Bro, that last single, like Late Bloomer, is just.
I gotta check it out.
I haven't here. I'm gonna play it right now. I'm gonna play it again. But man, I just haven't. I haven't heard you come with it like that in a minute.
A long time.
Is that the one you started with?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
Because I mean, like. Well, we go back maybe like 8-10 years.
Yeah,
I remember taking pictures of you we were driving around. You had your fucking Humix.
With Gene.
Yeah, with Gene. Shout out Gene.
Yeah.
And I remember we were like on the side of that liquor store on Fredericksburg.
Yeah, with the flag.
Yeah, the flag. They painted over that flag. It's a big white wall now.
Yeah.
But I remember we were popping a bottle there. And then I remember we went to the graffiti mansion and you started just pouring the fucking juice on your face.
Oh, shit.
It was my trademark, bro. The Humex, it was my trademark, bro.
Which kind?
Okay. So I used to, I was like, at first I started with the strawberry banana, and then like I started going to the Michoacana because they built one off Rigby. Yeah. It used to be a Dollar General, but they finally put one, and then like I ended up shooting a music video in the Michoacana like years later. So it was fine. I was like, bro,
I remember that.
It was my shit. It was my shit. But so I started like they started getting all the flavors there. So after I was like, strawberry banana, like I'm tired of this one. So I tried the mango. I was like, okay, cool. And I used to pour everything in Humex, bro. Like I used to get lean at the time, so like, I had a problem, bro. Like I only did lean in Humex or like alcohol Humex. Like that was my shit, bro. Shit. Like niggas were doing soda. That's what I was doing. I was like Humex, and then that was my shit. So I went through like all the flavors, and so my top 3 is apple, the manzana, then mango, and then strawberry banana. Those are my shit. Like, bro, that was like I had an era, bro. Like that was my shit. Like almost every day I'll buy one because they're only like $2 for the big ass one. That's the nectar, for real. That was my shit.
Didn't you get Humix to
Bro, I was mad. This is why I stopped. This is why you never see me with them no more, because this is why the distribution center is here in San Antonio. It's here. Oh, so I was going viral like when I first started doing my music. Like I had them in all my music videos when I was younger. I would keep the little jug with me. Like it was my shit, right? And so eventually we got to their distribution center, and I know for a fact the people in the office saw my music video, but they just didn't give a fuck. They were just like, what is this shit? And I was just like, bro, like I fuck with y'all. Like we could do numbers together. We could do this shit. Like we could change the game. And they just like, I didn't hear back from them. They were never fucking with it, like nothing. So I just was like, well, like if y'all aren't gonna show love, like I can't keep showing love. Like I'll fuck around, go make my own juice or something. I could still probably do that, but you know, I was just like, nah, like I don't know. So I still love it, but like I'm not gonna promote it.
Unless they give you some cash.
Yeah, even just sponsor something, man. We could do some like that's my thing. Is like like I don't even think like that linearly. We could have did some cool shit for the community together. You know, it's because like a company like that doesn't have a lot of representation with like the modern age. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like we could have done some really cool shit, but like it was just met with like kind of resistance, or I just never heard back from them. So I was like, all right, this is whack.
That was that.
That was that, and then that's why. And shout out to Squeezers because
fast
forward. I go to a real juice bar that does everything organic, all of that, and we partnered up, and like Squeezers actually helped out with my last album, some of my last rollout. So I never strayed far from the juice. You gotta have some juice, man. You gotta keep a little hydration.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, all the dead air will be cut out. Had a little brain fart, my bad.
Tell us about yourself, Lou.
About myself?
Yeah, man.
What you want to know? Ask me some questions then, bro.
Like, what are you working on?
What am I working on?
Yeah.
Man, I'm working on a few things right now, bro. Like, right now, today, I went and bought a bunch of film because my boy Big Q's getting married. And
he's getting married?
Yeah, he's getting married in Round Rock. And he asked me, well, I told him, like, usually when my homies get married, I make them a photo album of the day. You know what I mean? I'll go and I'll take the Instax pictures. I get an album. I take my markers out there and, like,
hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Have the family sign the pictures, whatever. So that way, like, you can give them something at the end of the night. Like, yo, like, this is the gift. Like, so you don't got to wait 2 weeks or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm working on that right now. I'm actually really excited about that. I can't wait to do that.
Always doing something.
Yeah, man.
I like that about Lou. Like, it's always something different too. You know what I mean? I like exploring and experimenting with different shit.
Bro, I still want to do a zine on TWSK, man. Dude, I've been telling you for years, but we never can like.
That
never
has,
get it done,
that
bro.
Has a lot of history, man. You know,
I know it. And I mean, like,
I don't think you can meet anybody like I mean, the younger kids might not remember it too much, the younger ones, but I guarantee you ask your uncle, your grandpa, your older brother, like somebody knows somebody from the crew. You know what I mean? It got big and pretty famous at one point locally. You know what I mean?
Because like y'all are more than just crew. Like I see the roots. I see like the gang affiliations. I see everything with it. You know what I mean? And I want to capture all that. Like,
I think
because I know a lot of I know that life.
Yeah,
everything's real quick.
Yeah, it did take a turn early 2000s. It didn't start like that, but yeah, early 2000s did take a turn, and like a lot of people don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, you hear the bad stories, whatever. It happened. You know what I mean? But a lot of people respect it. You know, that's the thing that I like now. That it's you don't have to be that person anymore. Like, you know what I mean? You did what you did. We proved our point. Like, you know what I mean? And now it's just more like just chill. You know what I mean? That's why I try to tell. There's still some youngsters that like to wild out. You know what I mean? And I still get phone calls. Hey, Burn, your little homies robbed me, so there I go. You know what I mean? Hey, fool, what the fuck, man? Chill out. You know
I fucking hate having to regulate shit, man.
Yeah, and it's not, I can't tell them not to. You know, but I can tell them. You know what I mean? I can talk to them. You know what I mean? And try to tell them to chill out. You know what I mean? But like at the same time, they're gonna do what they do. You know what I mean? Like, so it sucks, but it's crazy though, because a lot of people know me or know somebody, so they'll call us. You know what I mean? And they're really lucky too that, you know what I mean, like that we get to talk to them instead of them. You know.
Well, I mean, it's cool that you'll actually regulate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah. I'm here to teach them. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot. You know, and that's not the image I want anymore. So when I got out,
it's hard trying to recreate yourself sometimes, man.
But, I mean, it happened though. I got out of prison in 2011, and I mean that's when it went all across Texas. You know what I mean? It went to the Valley.
Oh, that's right. You got people in like Corpus, right?
Yeah, I got about 8 in Corpus. Have a couple in the Valley. Have 3 in Houston. 3 in Austin. I had little towns throughout the state, you know what I mean? But it changed, and that's I was trying to bring it back to the roots of where it was just graffiti, and it did. You know, we tore it up, I mean, all across Texas, you know what I mean, which is cool. But like I said, I still got the old school ones that. So back then, like, you know, if you got in, they wanted to know if you were down. Are you down? I don't care if you can tag, but are you gonna get down when you know what I mean? So that's how they were letting people
when shit hits the fan.
You know, and I didn't like it, but at the same time, I couldn't get mad at them because they were getting to shit, but they were handling it. You know what I mean? It would have been different if they were starting a bunch of shit and they weren't. But they handled it. You know what I mean? Like they did what they did, and you know I couldn't tell them no, because at the end of the day, like, you know, a lot of people think like, oh, Burn. You know what I mean? Not that they're scared of me, but you know, but
you have an aura about you, for sure.
But most of the dirt was from the homeboys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And those fools, I mean, wide range from, you know, I mean, home invasions to murder to, you know, I mean, they're locked up for a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And till then, I think my boy Audio gets out pretty soon. Wasn't supposed to announce it, but it's there. But yeah, he's getting out. So he just did 6. Prior to that, I think he did like 4. You know, my boy Swole is back in there. He's gonna be in there for a while, but he's been in there, you know, almost all the whole time. He comes out, goes in. But that's the thing that I can't remember a time where all of us were out at one time. You know, and I like to think one day that it's gonna happen that we'll all be out at one time. You know what I mean? But it's never been that way. 1 goes out, 2 go in, 2 come out, 3 go. You know what I mean? Like it's just. And they're stuck. You know what I mean? Like it's something that.
Well, it's hard to get out of that life.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. Like, it's a fucking trap.
The deeper you get, the harder it is to come back. You know, like I said, you can walk so far in the forest, but at a certain point, you're gonna lose your way back. You know what I mean? And that's what they do. They walk. You go too far. You know what I mean? Luckily, like, you know, I mean, I went through a rough time. I went to prison, and it actually did help me a little bit. You know, I came out, and I mean, I got in a little bit of trouble after that. But nothing like what it was before. Like before, it was like it was hardcore. You know what I mean? And it wasn't really the graffiti. It was more like the drug dealing too. You know, I almost died a few times, and I lost some pretty good friends like to drugs and shit like that. The guns, you know, they were getting shot.
Yeah, man, shit happens, man. It's crazy. Like a lot of people sleep on this city and don't realize that
it's crazy. My homie just got shot last week. That shit sucked. Yeah. That shit super sucks.
It seems like it's spiking up again.
It is. It really is. It's really nasty right now, and it's like I guess like
it did chill out.
It did. It was like it was almost to the point where you're like, oh, like shit's cool. Everybody can like be everybody, and then like out of nowhere, it was just like, I don't know whether it's because, you know, we have a little bit more of a scene now, or it's more on the internet, or like what it is. It's just like,
I think
it's been crazy lately to where like I've been like really fucked up about it. Like I've been like in like a place of paranoia and like all type of shit. Like it was crazy because like my little cousin hit me asking me to get him something because it was a grown man. Like he was like 15. He got into it with a grown man. My little cousin was like, hey bro, like I need some help. I'm like worried about this. The guy that was beefing with him, my little cousin, the grown man, he ended up getting set up by one of his own people. And then so that was the week before my homie got shot. So we like, and this is fucked up to say, I hate to say this on record, but I was kind of celebrating that dude's death. And then the week after that, I said it was fucked up to say, but we were kind of, because I didn't want nobody to come in my little cousin, man. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, rather him than my family. But then, like, immediately the week after that, I lost, like, my homie from high school. And I was just like, I was just talking to him the night before. And I was like, bro, like, I was, like, fucked up. I was, like, fucked up, like, scrolling through the messages because I was like, bro, like, damn, like what's going on right now? Like, what's going on? So it's kind of weird. Like, it's throwing me off because, like, being from here and, like, just being in my mid-20s, it's kind of like fucked up because I was like, oh, I survived, and now I'm back in a place where it's like, oh, I have to continue to fight again. Like I'm back in that place where like niggas can't really tell. You kind of have to be on your toes again. Where it's like, I was just getting okay. I was just kind of dealing with.
I was just getting comfortable.
I was just getting past all the old trauma, and now it's like, oh fuck, like man.
Yeah, I think it's just really, I mean, the people you surround yourself with too. Like, but yeah, it definitely, like I said, it's been pretty wild. But it had chilled out for a long time. But I mean, the only thing I could say is just like, yeah, just keep to the people that are cool, because it's you. Like a lot of times people get into some shit because you already know who's drama and who's not. Who you hang around with them. You know what I mean? That's why I stay away from certain people. Like, kick it, even if they're my fucking nerdy homeboys. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather kick it with them than kick it with, you know what I mean, some rascals where it's just gonna go down. But
yeah. For real.
But I think a lot of that comes from too, like it's so hard, like so like back then, like I mean, you were what you were, like if you were a gangster, you're a gangster. If you were like just like a preppy, you're a preppy. If you were a jock, jocks were kind of the gangsters too, but like if you're a rocker, you're a rocker. But I feel like everything nowadays,
it's all blurred.
Well, yeah, everything, you know, even I mean, music wise, like R&B singers are gangsters now. You know what I mean? Like just
I think regular it's always people been like
are gangsters. You think so?
Dude, like, R. Kelly's story is wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but even before all the fucking peeing on girls or being a cult leader or whatever the fuck, like, he was getting stabbed. You know what I mean?
In Chicago, all that crazy shit.
Okay,
yeah,
like, well, he didn't look the part.
Well, I mean, you don't. It was still happening though.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm saying, but I'm going on the image. But
I
see what you're saying. See, I didn't know all of that.
Yeah,
about him.
yeah. Like, I guess just it goes back to something me and him were talking about earlier. The music industry is just grimy,
crazy.
It's just
crazy. Yeah, like I don't put shit past anybody in music nowadays.
Yes,
be like,
yes.
if you do music, I'm immediately like looking at you like, and I do it, so I'd be like, like it's a very like there's like a nuance to it, right? Like you don't want to like not associate with people because you're just like, oh, okay, like it's like collabing on like pieces or like trying to get up with somebody, you know? It's like, bro, like, you know, let's do this piece together or whatever. So you want to work together, but then at the same time you begin to see somebody's characters or like their complexities, and you're just like, I don't know if I could really trust this person. And you're just like, man, like, oh, this could look good for the image or for like the culture or what we're trying to do.
It'll look good for the gram.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then in real life, it's like, you know, like I can't stand next to you. Like I don't believe in that shit you believe in.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of so most of the early on graffiti career, I was in a shell. I mean, we literally kicked it with just my crew and my crew only. You know what I mean? But like 2011.
But I mean, you got around.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
I knew all kinds of people.
I remember I had a homie Zeke, and I went over to Zeke's house to go smoke a joint or some shit, and he was just like, "Hey, you be taking pictures of graffiti, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why? What's up?" He's all, "You know Burn?" And I was just like, "No." He said
that was recently.
This was maybe like 2 years ago. He was all, and because he was just like, "Yeah, he stood in my sister's quince."
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, it was some shit. Like I guess he used to date his little sister back in the day or some shit.
I don't know.
Like, I think I talked to you about it when it happened. You like,
yeah.
It hit you when it happened.
Yeah, I got to rethink that one.
But yeah, man, I mean,
yeah. I get that a lot, man. A lot of people everywhere, man. I've been far. I think when the last time I was in Eagle Pass, the casino, Kickapoo.
Did you win any money?
Hell nah. I'm all hustle, no luck like that. But
okay.
Either way, but yeah. So I'm over there and hey, Burn, what the fuck? Turn around, my homeboy. Walk up the little aisle. Somebody else. What the fuck? You can see people everywhere, man. I mean, everywhere I go, I know somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, believe me, I know what you mean.
And that's from
a gift and a curse.
But that's from doing things like you do multiple things. Like, you know, I've owned a business. I've you know, like done graffiti. I've worked places. You know, like been to prison. You know what I mean? Like I've met people all over. I've been through all kinds of shit. But yeah, that it's just like everywhere I go, I just know somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to
more
hide
good
out.
now. But before it was bad, I was like, how do you know me? You know what I mean? But
Oh my God.
already ready to do some shit.
I'm always
man.
like that, bro. I'm so scared when
Yeah.
people, they're like, hey, you're so-and-so. I'm like, what? I'm like,
Maybe.
maybe. I'm like, how you know him? Not even me. How you know him? How you know that person that
Yeah.
you're talking about?
That's why I like drinking at the little dive bars around my crib. Like,
Bro, I drink at home now.
don't-
I'd be damn, bro. Cause
well, you know, I'm trying to meet some viejas. You know.
I'm trying to meet some viejas, boy. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I went to Bentley's one time. I hope she never hears this podcast. I went to Bentley's this one time because I was visiting my homegirl from here, but she was like in New York, like doing her DJ thing, and she was like, "Oh, I'll come through." So I went there. And there was this lady like that was just sitting there by herself on like the swings or whatever, and she had like a beer bucket. I was like, she drinking all of them beers? Like, that's crazy. So I went to go talk to her by herself. Bro, she was like 43, and I had no idea. So like I got her number and like everything, and she's bad for like 43. Like I was like, yo. And so when I dropped the music video the other day and all the pictures and stuff on my Instagram, she was like, hey, we met at Bentley's, right? I was like, yeah, girl, I got your number. Like, what's up with you? Where you been? I was like, what's good? Like, bro, she got grandkids and everything, bro. Like, you could never tell. I was like, bro,
So she's a gilf.
Bro, I'm grandpappy. Like, yo, like I'm with it. Oh, like to where like she'll post her daughters and shit, and they're closer to my age. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't give a fuck about them.
Damn.
I want her. I want her so bad. Like, oh my God.
Turn you out.
No, I hope she does. Like, that's what I shit, bro. That's what I want. I was just surprised she had Instagram. Like, she told me her age, and I was just sitting there like, bullshit. And then
Well, that ain't that old.
it's not, but like,
I know,
no,
right?
but like,
I'm right up that alley.
it's,
I know, right?
It's not, but like, it was like she was at the bar by her. Like her vibe was like much younger. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, bitch, come on. I was like, come on. And then I was like, me being 27, I was like, I gotta knock this off the list. I was like, she at the top of my to-do list. You hear me? That's like, I'm like,
Hey.
what was and that Dave Chappelle shit, he said one time, you know, he was like, we'll go to coffee or whatever. He was like, I've been chipping away at this bitch trying to get that pussy for years. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's me, bro. I'm chipping away at that shit. Like,
You a grandpa? You have kids?
Well, yeah, technically I am a grandpa.
Yeah. Okay.
Because my wife, she has two older, my stepsons, and one of them has two kids
already. Yeah.
So yeah, technically I am a grandfather.
hey, I'll be a grandfather soon enough. My son growing up fast as he is. I got a 5-year-old.
I got a 20-year-old, and thankfully she hasn't made me a grandpa.
Shit.
Thankfully.
Not yet.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, I talked to her about it. You know what I mean? Tell her I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't know if
ready.
you're
bitch.
ready, but I'm not
Yeah.
ready. Nah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I'm ever gonna have kids. I don't think it's gonna happen for me.
Oh, you got Shiner?
Yeah, that's that boy.
I got Shiner, you know.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Where is he at? His parents?
My dad steals him.
Oh shit.
My dad's always stealing my damn dog.
Takes the grandkid for the week.
Yes.
Shit.
Spoiled, huh?
Yeah. It's funny because he comes back from my mom's house all fat.
Oh shit.
Give him wieners.
Yeah, and like when he's here, he doesn't even eat. Like I guess because there's other dogs there, it's like competition for food or some shit.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It just cracks me up. That fool cracks me up.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, like I was driving with him and he was in the passenger seat the other day, and this car next to me like pulls up to the stoplight. They look over. They're like staring at Shiner, and he's just like, "Hey, your dog's a human. You know that?" And I'm just like, "Oh, get out of here."
Shit.
But no, you would ask what I'm working on. Another thing I'm trying to work on right now is this podcast that we're recording right now. It's going to be the first one that I'm going to try and push on every platform instead of just YouTube. I finally invested a little more cash into it.
That's what's up, bro.
Because I didn't think I was gonna last this long with this.
Yeah, I wonder if I can link this to my Spotify page. That'd be tight, right? I think I can, because I know like when you do the Spotify for artists thing, it's pretty like immersive, much more immersive than like Apple Music. They're like strict, but I think I could like.
Yeah, I think you can.
I think
bro.
I can add.
I'm super like Spotify ignorant. I only fuck with Apple Music and that's it.
No, and
only because it's so like easy for like
it's accessible.
someone who's not tech. I'm not tech savvy at
There's
all.
a lot of podcasts on Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify is where it's at for podcasts.
Really?
So that's why
Yeah,
I was
bro.
just like, because like, and even like on the artist page, they let you add like your tour dates and like stuff like that.
Oh, okay,
So I'm
okay.
pretty sure that like Apple doesn't let you do that. So Spotify's a little bit more like hands on. They'll let you play with it a little bit more. So that's why I was just like, we'll probably fuck around and see what we could do.
Because I know, like I said, I'm trying to bust this out on more platforms. I'm trying to figure out where to put a camera in this room, or maybe 2 cameras to get like everything going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do more stuff with it. Because, like I said, I didn't think I was gonna last this long, but I'm having a great response from everyone. I appreciate everyone who's been on it. I appreciate everyone who like.
Shit, thanks for having us, bro.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Oh yeah, and I promise I ain't gonna make you do no chale tamale voice.
Maybe next time
I want to hear it. Come on,
on.
let's hear it.
He needs like 4 more Modelos, I think.
He's like my little alter ego, bro.
Now we can
Shit.
skip
It looks exactly like him, man.
skip that with
this fool
some
looks way
tequila
cooler,
over
man.
there.
Right?
I like his mustache and everything. Bring out the dolls, bro.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll be
So we
right
can
back.
play
you
with them.
He didn't make this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He has it back.
fuck. Oh, my God.
Does it look like me?
That's you as hell. Like, to the eyebrows y todo.
That's Crispy Dog.
Yeah, she's
And of
like,
course,
"What's
this is
that?"
the man, the myth, the legend, Chale.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
This is-
That's
I haven't seen this one,
crazy.
man.
Like,
That's
the
tight.
goatee,
yeah,
like,
this is the crispy dog.
the crispy
I like his little
dog.
dickies too, huh?
Yeah, so if he didn't have this flap here, he would have looked a little crazy. Bro. Or he looks uncircumcised.
He would look real phallic right there, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, this food was.
Horse goes on the wrong side.
Yeah, this food was the first creation, and then this was his homeboy.
What's his name again?
This was just Mr. Crispy Dog.
Mr.
I didn't really
Crispy.
come up with no name for him.
Chale got that drip. I don't want to see Chale in a dark alley, bro. I don't want to do that.
That fold over though.
Nah, for real.
Yeah,
Not even a comb over. It's a fold over.
But he has Chale in a different colorway as well.
yeah. This is the first colorway, the brown one, but this one was like a limited edition.
Is that beef or bean?
He's
Hey, they're getting
pretty
creative
hard.
with it, man.
Bean and cheese, bro. Right
It's
here.
You been to Delia's?
He's huh?
Have you fucked with that spot, Delia's?
Which one's that one?
They have good
It's
tamales.
yeah, bro. They have like
Okay.
some
I probably
sweet
have.
ones. It's like
Is it on Bandera?
Around it's like a 1604 in like Bandera.
Oh, okay,
area,
no,
like
no.
way out there. It's from the valley, man. They
Oh,
kill
okay.
it, man. Like I really like their
You need to hit up the homegirl Aurora's tamales. She's
Yeah?
right here down the street, Cincinnati.
is
Homemade.
it the one, is it out the crib or like at a spot?
It's straight out the crib, dog. They're
Yeah?
trapping tamales right there.
So what is anybody gonna
By the pound.
Are you hooked up with anyone to like put your sticker on like someone's tamales or anything?
For the chocolate tamale?
Yeah, like for upcoming winter.
Not really. He's kind of like an open agent right now, dog.
Ah.
He kind of goes anywhere, you know. He gets the love. But yeah, I fuck with the homegirl Chella and her mom's tamales, bro. Try them out.
Shh, give me the hookup, bro.
Yeah.
For real. Man, I gotta plug fucking Rubens just on the east side.
Hey, I gotta say, I think if it's the same dude, I used to date his niece.
Probably, bro. They go back. They're like involved in the community. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I remember he was all about like Chingo Bling at the time
Yeah,
too.
that's correct. Oh,
Bling.
fuck.
Matter of fact, I took a picture of Chingo Bling at the fights a couple weeks ago at Davies Entertainment. Man, those
How was that, bro?
fights were intense,
the picture
man.
was dope.
Like shout out to the homegirl Dom. She was ringside taking some badass flicks. Shout out to Question, Corey Kendricks. They had a killer. Corey had a killer performance with Bankroll. The boxers were killing it, man. I was just. It takes a lot to impress me, but that whole like Davies Entertainment, that spot, just it was impressive, man. Like you walk in there, you see all their like screen printing equipment. They have like 2 of those octos. You know what I mean? They have like the ring was badass. Like everything, bro. Like everything about that was just. Like they make food trucks.
And they just invited you, like you're like
No. They like they had an open event like fights. It was like I paid like $50 to go check them out, and I just snuck my cameras in.
Oh, you're not supposed to bring it in?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I just did it.
You're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll media now.
That's how I always do a lot of things, man. Like if I'm not invited, I'll just debo my way in.
Make some shit happen.
Yeah.
That's how you get shit done.
That's all you gotta do, bro.
Yeah.
But I figured out who to talk to about it. They said I got to send an online portfolio. Because next time I want to be standing ringside taking some pictures. That shit was baller, man. Like,
I could see you doing that, bro, for sure.
That shit was dope, bro. Like I said, I'm a hard person to impress, and that shit just the DJ that was killing it that night, the drummer was killing it. Like, it was a good time.
Working on trying to do this documentary. It's been a long time coming.
The one you've been talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it's there. The video is just finding somebody, with the time to
edit it.
Yeah,
that's what you're still looking for.
Yeah, edit it and put it together. But I mean, of course, it's gonna have a lot of in my crew, whatever. But I really try to get other people involved in it too. And I think it's a lot of people from Texas reach out to other states, Cali, well, mostly West, and I just feel like Texas is big enough, and we've been around long enough, like to have our own stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so what's this about?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
It's gonna be just like live footage, and I want just.
I mean, some trains, some
street,
a little bit of both.
Mostly streets.
Yeah,
mostly streets. Yeah. I mean, trains is trains. You know what I mean? Like it's. I mean,
I don't want to blow up the spot.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm saying like it's not credited. You know what I mean? That's just not what I grew up on, or you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's always just been like getting up in the streets. You know what I mean? Trains are fun. To me, I look at trains like it's a retirement in graffiti. Like you kind of like we get older and like you kind of want to chill, not be bothered. Majority of the time you get away with it, you're less likely to get caught there. But I mean, you get caught there too.
Shit happens.
You know what
shit
I mean?
happens. Yeah.
But yeah. So it's gonna be basically like based on street bombing. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
And it's just And
so what are you gonna call it?
It's a good question. I don't know. I've thrown little names here and there, nothing too specific. You know what I mean? Like back to what I mean. Since I'm doing really all the work, I was gonna go to like the TWSK like slang, like the Texas White Serial Killers or Texas Won't Stop. Something to that nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've talked to a few people. I talked to one of the A2Ms. Like they're definitely that is a train crew. My boy Chef out in Houston. labor in Dallas, that they're all what's pretty cool is I know a lot of them, and even Scab, you know what I mean. He's like, nah, no charge, you just whatever you want to do, which is cool, you know what I mean, because
that right there, San Antonio legend, right there.
Oh yeah, Scab, he's been at it, man. Scab was at it. I mean, shit, when I was barely coming up.
I love that name of his crew, man.
Yeah.
It's just so dope. Up to Mischief.
He's repped that and pushed that, hard, dude. Like,
yeah, they're cool. Nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
him
I remember.
Duo's been at it for years.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah. Big up Duo, big up Viper.
Yeah.
All that, yeah, for real.
But, those are two dudes that definitely I want to like.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta drop that shit just for me, bro. I'm just like, fuck that. I gotta see that shit.
I mean, like I said, it's there. There's footage,
So you're still looking for just someone to edit it?
Yeah, man. I've given. What sucks is what I didn't want to do is I've already given the footage to like 2 people. You know what I mean? 3. And now it's scattered. You know what I mean? Like hopefully they never use it. You know what I mean? But but I give it to them with intentions for them to help me out.
And what they just abandoned it?
You know what I mean? No. Spare's working on it right now.
Are they just not doing it how you wanted it to be done?
Spare did one that I didn't like in the beginning, but he's gotten a lot better at what he's doing. Spare's actually doing really good. He's doing like music videos, beats, and stuff like that. Kind of like
for real?
Yeah. He's getting good. So he's gonna help me out. What is that guy's name? iView. He does a lot of the drone footage here.
Santiago. God's Eye View.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's another one. I like his work. He's interested in helping me, but we just haven't really sat down and talked. But yeah, I definitely want to get something out there for Texas. You know what I mean? Like and just really go based on Texas. You know what I mean? To get the recognition, because if you really think about it, all the videos we're watching they're from New York or Cali. You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up.
Or overseas. You know what I mean? Like. We got a lot of good people out here and good Texas crews that don't get a lot of
so hard.
Don't get a lot of like when are people from other states gonna want to be in a Texas crew? You know what I mean? Like because they want to be New York crews, they want to be Cali crews, like they want to be Arizona crews, but I want it needs to be to a point where they want to be Texas crews. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I totally feel that,
yeah.
man.
That's hard as fuck.
I
Hell
totally feel that.
Hopefully it's coming.
Nah, it gotta be.
Like I said, is there?
Hell yeah.
The hardest part is I got probably about 12 SD cards. You know, if it was all, I mean, and you know, 90% of it is graffiti. You know what I mean? And I don't know anything about cameras, but I got a camera. It sucked at night, so there's a lot of sucky footage. I bought a lens, or you know, I'm learning as I go, so I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, last thing that changed the game, I got a fucking tripod to stand on. A lot of the videos, like I'm holding it and I'm trying to be as steady as I can, you know what I mean?
But that's hard, man. Yeah. That's hard.
That's
yeah,
the
so
authentic.
I don't know about tripods. I finally got one. My sister hooked me up. She actually sold me the camera, and I'm glad to have that camera because last time I got caught, the cops took it. They had it for like 2 years. My lawyer was trying to get it back.
You got it back?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, interesting story.
Oh, let's go.
So check it out. So the case, it went on 2 years. Finally, I gave up. Whatever. They dropped it to a misdemeanor. Took the probation. So that day we got busted. I had a gun in the glove compartment. You know what I mean? We go to jail. I'm like, damn. I hope they don't fucking find it. You know what I mean? So I go to jail, and you know, Shoop shows up like an hour later in jail, and he was all like, and he's in the cell with me. You know, we're there for like 10, 15 minutes. He's like, oh, yeah, they found a gun. And you're like, what the fuck? Why the fuck wouldn't you tell me that when you first walked in? So now I'm a felon. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have that gun. But so I'm thinking like, damn, you know what I mean? What are they going to charge me with? Whatever. Never charged me. Took the gun. It wasn't stolen. It was legit. It wasn't under my name, of course. But so they took the gun.
Well, they can't do much. No dirt was done with it, right?
Yeah, but it's my car. I'm a felon. That's why I wasn't on parole no more. I was already off. But you know, so the crazy thing is so I go. So the case is done. My lawyer is advocating for me to get that camera back. You know, it has pictures. They took all my pictures. Like, it was crazy, bro. I was like freaking out. But so, and she argued with the DA for a little bit or whatever, and they're like, okay, you can go get it. You know what I mean? So I go to the property room, and then they send me to the East Side unit. They say it's over there. So I get in there. They're acting weird, man. I was like, I'm here to pick up this. I give them the papers. Come out, and they look at me, and they're like going back in. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I'm there, and then they're like, hey, come back here. What the fuck? I said, all right. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go to the back, and there's like 3 detectives, and they're like, hey, yeah, you're getting your camera back. What about that gun? It's nice. And I was like, oh, yeah. I said, they just put me on probation. How are you going to give it back to me? Oh, now we can give it back to you. It's a pretty cool gun, man. It's legit. Like, so obviously, because they didn't take it. I was like, yeah, it's under my baby's mom name. You know what I mean? So fucking so they're like, so I'm like, this is weird. I don't know what they're saying. They're like, hey, yeah, we can give it back to you, man. Just tell us who Scab is. I was like, what? I was like, huh? Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. They wanted me to rat on Scab to give me the gun back. You know what I mean? Tell me who it is. They're like, just give me anything. Give me his social media. Give me his first name. Do you know anything? I don't know nothing about him. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about him. But yeah, it was crazy. They had me back there shitting bricks because I was like, I don't know what they're going to ask me. You know what I mean? Like, do they know who I am? Have they seen something else? You know what I mean? But yeah, they basically wanted me to tell on Scab to give
the gun back. They were using that as a bargaining chip.
But the crazy thing is, like, you can't give it back to me. I'm walking out. What are you gonna pull me over? Hey, you got a gun. You're on probation. You can't have. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shady.
You didn't know if it was a trap. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. People always forget those cops are shady as fuck. Like they'll flip the script. They make up lies.
Yeah.
They do whatever the fuck they want. Like,
yeah, that shit whack.
That's just, people need to remember, like, yo, just talk to my lawyer.
On gang, I don't even say shit. I don't even say shit. I'll be like
that's a powerful word when they're around, like lawyer. Let me get back in with this real quick.
That's me.
Where'd you film this video at?
Nah, I shot it. I mean, I probably won't live there that much longer, so it doesn't really matter. I shot it at the crib, actually, over in fucking Stone Oak, the clubhouse at my apartment.
So what? Who dragged that fucking shopping cart 25 flights of stairs?
Shit. I carried it up the stairs. Nah, I got a homegirl that came in town from Vegas, and she was like trying to escape her. I don't know what she was to him. I don't know what that situation was, but she just came back in town and shit. And so like she had to do some grocery shopping or whatever. You know, the police, we've been talking about them all week. Like they led me to get rid of my car this year. So I just walked to the HEB or whatever. She bought a bunch of groceries for the time she was staying here. So like we just brought the shopping cart back to the crib because I was like, damn, like we just whatever. So I was just like, damn, I'm not gonna take this shit back. I'm just keep it. And now it's the cover art for the song.
Yeah. It's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's dope.
I mean, yeah, I kept the shopping cart because I was like, But yeah, it's crazy. I guess one of my homegirls, she saw that and she was like, please take the cart back to HEB. I was like, bitch, fuck no. Because she worked there, I guess. But
she's the cart police?
I was like, bitch, you a hater. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay. And I was like, bitch, I live in the bougie side right now. So, like, they don't got the trackers on them. I'm keeping this shit.
Like, shit didn't lock or nothing?
Yeah, nothing, bro. So I took it straight to the crib.
That shit would have locked right here.
Exactly. That's why I was like, nah, bitch, I got to keep this. I got to keep this.
Oh, yeah.
Used to hate myself ironically till I realized it's because I really am my daddy's son. Fuck that nigga. Nah, I'm just no, I don't have no problem with my daddy. We just not gonna talk again ever. But like, you know, whatever.
And on that note, I want to say goodnight to everyone. Everyone stay out of trouble. Don't do anything drunk Lou would do. Let's go around the table one more time. Berm, where can they find you at if you want to be found?
I have Instagram. It's humbledsoul_210.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Is Chocolate Tamales still for sale?
Yeah,
Crispy dogs for sale.
I got some chocolate tamales for sale on GeminiWato.com.
Don't you have them? Do you have them posted in any stores or anything like that?
Yeah, I do have it at Gigi's Emporium on Blanco. I got a couple of chocolates and some crispy dogs there if you want to buy one locally.
Where can you get crispy dogs at, like, just to consume?
Oh, I recommend Ray's or MK Davis or just your own kitchen, bro. Make them up.
Crispy dogs.
They're not hard to make.
What about you, Blues?
It's me. It's Painted Blues. Y'all could Google my name. Actually, my website should be up next week from when we aired a podcast. My website, paintedblues.com, should be up. I just thought about that. But Instagram is Lil Bicycle, Lil Bicycle. I know a lot of people can't spell bicycle. Y'all gonna have to do that on your own. But you know, that's that. And then Google Painted Blues. My music is all over the YouTube and the Apple Music. I promise. I know I took a lot of stuff down, but it's so much more coming. So just bear with me.
Yeah.
Thanks for sitting in with us, Angie. Well, you know, like, subscribe. Leave me comments, talk shit, tell me I'm whack, tell me what I can do better on, talk to me, let me know. Everyone stay out of trouble.